The equivalency benchmarks provide a means for interested stakeholders to understand similarities and differences between the coverage of different standards on issues of concern to them. The equivalency work is intended to firstly simplify the ability of investors, consumers, and other stakeholders to understand how these standards address a range of sustainability concerns. Secondly, to make self-assessment and third-party validation processes more efficient for mining companies. And thirdly, to promote transparency around mining and metal sector standards and validation processes. There are many similarities between the standards in that all of them focus on improved environmental, social, and governance practices at the asset level. That's universal across all of the standards, but not completely. Equivalency is assessed by evaluating whether the requirements contained within the other standards have the same scope of activities and intended outcomes as those contained in the mining principles, and vice versa. It would be so much simpler if there were a single standard. However, different stakeholders have different requirements and different views as to what constitutes responsible mining, and supply chains for different commodities vary. However, agreeing equivalency between the various standards is a really helpful first step to inform alignment between standards. Ultimately, the pressure for convergence towards a single standard will come, if it's desired, from the mining companies who are implementing these various standards, from the consumer-facing companies who rely on the standards to ensure that the metals and minerals that they use in their products are responsibly produced, and increasingly, I think, from investors who want to be able to compare companies across their portfolios on a standardized basis.